for joining us. Like I said, we're going to record this session and put it on YouTube. So if you don't want your video to show up, please turn off your camera. All right, so we can get started. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Céline. Céline is a pioneer teacher who's been using Whiteboard.chat to teach students in Malaysia, teach French to students in Malaysia. So we requested her and she graciously agreed to do this teacher-led webinar for us. It's super early in the morning for her. We didn't realize the time change. So we scheduled it for 8 a.m. her time, but it actually is 7 a.m. her time. So thank you again, Céline. So we can, and the way we do this webinar is that if you have questions, please type them out on the Zoom chat, and Sid will periodically interrupt Céline to ask the questions. You can keep asking questions. If she cannot answer, we can help answer as well. That's how we'll do this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bonjour everyone. So my plan for today is to show you how I'm teaching my students using Whiteboard, mostly for online lesson, but soon I guess in class. How I will be starting, I want to show you how I started with the younger one, because I'm teaching from year 1 to year 9. So the year 1, it's like 5 years old. So first I was a bit scared, like, will they be able to use Whiteboard? Will it be too complicated? I will spend my lesson teaching Whiteboard more than French. At the end of the day, it was super easy for them. So what I've done, I'm sharing first how I teach them Whiteboard. It's really easy. And then I'm going to show you some example of lesson, French lesson, games idea, this kind of stuff with Whiteboard. So how I do first, I will send to my student Whiteboard with some questions. For example, I will ask them, simple question, write your name using a red marker. Once you're done, raise your hand. I will not really explain to them all the tools. I will just tell them, okay, you have a bar tool here on the side, you have some tool here, a palette, raise hand button, and at the bottom here, you have rectangle. So I want them to find on themselves where are all those tools. And trust me, they will find. It's really easy for them. So then by doing this one, they will know how to use the marker and change the color. If you are confused with all the Whiteboard tool, don't worry, I will show after each tool. The next one, I will be asking them to type. And same raise, I will ask them to raise their hand. It's just to teach them later on for lesson what I'm expecting, either text or either writing or moving. Same, I will ask them, okay, try to find the select tool and move this hand inside the box. And instead of raising the hand, I will ask them to use the traffic light. And the last, no, 2 more, sorry. This one, I will ask them to put 3 hands inside the box. So they will have to find, same, it's the select tool, but then instead of moving, they will have cloning. And the last one, I will ask them, how do you like Whiteboard? And they will have to answer with a sticker. So meaning, when I do my lesson, I use marker, type, like text, moving, cloning, and sticker most of the time. So by teaching them these 5 tools at the beginning and practicing with this slide, they are able to do my French lesson after. This is the idea. I can share this whiteboard if you want, and you can use with your students. This is not a big deal. I'm not going to show exactly how the students is going to reply for all of this. I will focus on how I teach mostly. But this was just to show you that if you give this one to a younger one, even older one, they will be able to use Whiteboard really easily. Regarding this one, do you have any question, or I can start showing to you how I do my lesson with Whiteboard? Sid, any question,
no,
or I can start?
No, you can continue. No questions. So
okay. Okay, so the plan with this one, I'm going to show you how I teach French using Whiteboard. As I was saying, I have primary and secondary students, so I use for both primary and secondary, the stuff I won't, of course, do exactly the same. The slide will be a bit different. So I'm starting with primary first. For language, we may have some language teacher here. So language, usually we need 4 skills. They need to know about reading, listening, writing, and speaking. So with Whiteboard, I'm able to do these 4. So I'm going to give example. The topic for the primary lesson that I choose, it's the house, everything about the house. So let's start with the first one. So for example, if I want them to be able to read each word and try to figure it out, because we have done already the vocabulary, and I will be asking them to match, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 is the bedroom. They will have to find in French which one is bedroom. And as a student, they will use the select tool, what I was showing earlier, and they will move. They can move all these boxes. This box can be moved and they will place it. Once they are done, they just raise their hand on top here, and I will be able to go to the whiteboard and do the correction. This is one idea of practicing for vocabulary. Let me show you how I make this one. Okay, you start from scratch, you have nothing. So you just put an image, and I hope I save it somewhere in my laptop. Yeah, it's here. Wait, I go too fast. Okay, if you want to bring an image, you just go to this one, upload file from computer. And then you select the image that you want, or you can copy paste from internet also, it's not a big deal. Then if you want to move it, the moving tool, you can move it, make it bigger. And the most important one that I want to show you is how I've created those boxes and how students are able to move it. So I'm going to show this one. This one is called Tile Factory. So what you do, you go to Tools here, then Tile Factory. Okay, how it works, it's 1 line per box. So for example, for bedroom, I will put la chambre, then you enter. So meaning first line, first box. Second one, living room, le salon, kitchen, la cuisine, and you go ahead with all the box that you want. Then you can decide, you want the student to be able to move, or you want the student to be able to clone. Clone is the copy paste. You want the size to be fixed. You have all the options here. So for me, I want them to be able to move it. The size, I want the same one. And that's all. Once you click create, it will automatically come here. Then you just put it where you want. So me, I just move them on the side. And then for all the numbers, you just need to use the text tool. 1, and if you feel it's too small, just click and make it bigger. Then 1, 2, etc. So this is the first idea of how I will make my vocabulary lesson more interesting than just saying it and they have to listen and copy. Any question regarding this one? No, I continue. I'm not explaining the simple tools. Huh? Marker and all, if you have questions, then I can show you at the end. Okay, the next one, it's about, so it's the same. So the first one was reading, only vocabulary. Now the students, I'm going to tell them, okay, I will read in English, huh? No problem. It's written in French, but I will ask them to move this little boy and put him in the correct room accordingly to what I wrote on top here. So I put, je suis dans le salon. Je suis means I'm in, and salon, it's the living room. So I want to make sure they understand what is le salon. What they have to do, they will have to take this little boy, because I let them move it. I put the option of moving it. And they will drag it. So for example, if they put him here, I know it's wrong because this one is not le salon. Le salon, they should put him here. So this they quite like because they will be like, okay, teacher put this sentence. They read and then they move it. So of course I will do few slides with this one. I'm just showing you one, but I will put bedroom, living room, study room. So once they are done with one slide and I correct and I confirm it's right, I will tell them move to the next one. So this is as student. As teacher, how you are going to create this little boy. So let me show you. This one, you just take an image online, any image that you want. Boy, PNG. Okay. Okay, for example, I'm taking this one. You just copy. Not this one, sorry. You just copy, you paste him. Okay. Right now, the student cannot move it. It's just on your slide and it's locked for them. If you want them to be able to move him, you need to go to this one, the select tool or right click, it's the same, and put move. Me, I just want them to move him. So if you click on this one, students are able to move him. Now, in this slide, they will have the option, when they click, they will get the option move. And it's how they will move him around the house. And how I manage this one, to see if everyone is moving correctly, I will show you on the next slide. So this one is the same. Earlier, I was doing the reading skill. Now we'll be focusing on listening and or speaking. If you check same slide, but there is no sentence on top. Now I'm going to speak in French and they will have to move it correctly. So same, the little boy that they have to move. As a teacher for correction, this one, it's easier by using the grid view. I will show you how it works. Because I'm going to speak and I can't go and check everyone's slide at the same time. So the easiest way to do it, it's, can you see at the bottom here, you have the grid view. If you click here, right now I don't have students because I didn't send you the link. I have only 2%, but you can see all your students here. I'm not on the same slide, but you can see everyone. So when they will be moving the little boy, I will be able to see. Of course, it's small, but still you can see everything. Or they can circle. So the correction, it's easier. You can tell them and say the name. Okay, Céline, careful. This is not the bedroom. This one is living room. You have to change. And this one, I'm not sure how many one-shots we can see. Wait, let me check. Okay, this one you can change the setting on the small gear here.
Oh my God.
I'm going too fast? If I go too fast, let me know. This one is for now 3 and 3. You can make it 5 and 5 if you want. It's accordingly to the student number of students that you have. More you put, smaller is it. So 4, 4 maybe. You just change here accordingly to the number of students that you have.
One question, Céline.
Yes, tell me.
How do you duplicate slides within a whiteboard?
Okay. Maybe it's not correct what I do, but it's okay. How do I duplicate? I open the sidebar here, this icon near the page number. I just right click and duplicate page.
Yeah.
Then if I click, you need to give some time and then it will duplicate automatically. So wait a second, I will show you. It should duplicate. Okay, so it's here. Can you see? I've duplicated slide 5 here and this one. So sidebar and right click. You have all the control there. Duplicate, insert, and delete.
Great. One question about the grid view. How many students can you see at once?
It's what I was checking. It's 30, right?
That's, yeah.
5 by 6 max for now. Can you see the setting here? Row, it's 5 max, and yeah, 5 by 6 maximum.
Yes, and then if you have more than 30 students, you can go to the next page and you can see the next 30 students there.
Yes, you just change the page.
Yeah. And where was the option to change the grid option? So if you could just point out where that gear
Yes,
was.
okay.
Yeah.
This one at the bottom here.
Okay.
This one, when you click, then you can change the setting and just click down.
Okay. There's also a quick question on the board browser. Could you click on the board browser?
Yes.
Yeah. And so just if you, do you use this at all, Céline? You want to talk about?
No, but you
Okay.
can explain if you want.
Okay.
Because it's the group.
Right.
Yeah.
So there are a couple of things that are hidden here. One is that as you can see that the real-time view is enabled. So that means if students are working on their board, you can see these boards on the grid view also update real time. But if you disable it, so if you uncheck that, then you have the ability to also see specific pages of the student boards. So the grid view always shows you the same view that the student is seeing. But if you disable real-time view, then now you get to see the pages that you select. And then the next checkbox.
Sorry, one second, Céline, can you disable the real-time view one more time?
Yeah.
You can flip through the pages in a grid view. So if you have a 5-page book and you want to quickly check all the kids' pages, you can flip through pages really quickly in the grid view with the board browser.
Yeah.
I didn't know this one because I always click on follow teacher page. So they have no choice to follow what I'm doing, but this is good.
Yeah. And then
should I precise about follow teacher page also, or I just continue?
Yeah, you can touch up on that. That's fine if you use it.
Okay. Teacher, let me explain to you one stuff. When you teach, the problem that I faced first, because I didn't know this option, was I give the student the link and they start clicking and changing pages and start the work slide 4 and when I want them to do slide 1. There is an option where if teacher is on slide 1, everyone is on slide 1. And you can even lock the page or the whole whiteboard, meaning they can enter the link, but they can't do anything yet. And it's what I do all the time. Because if you send the link, trust me, they will play around. How you do this one is really simple. You click on your photo on top. You have two options. You have lock class. So if you click here, if you give them the link, they can see your whiteboard, but they can't do anything. Then if you want them to follow the same page as you, if you have slide 1 and you don't want them to move to slide 2, 3, 4, etc., you just need to click on follow teacher. If these two are on, they will be slide 5, like me. And for now, they won't be able to do anything. If I move like slide 6, automatically they will also move slide 6. If you want them to start the work, you just click again on your photo and unlock the class. Then they can start. And the little one, they will tell you, teacher, it's locked, please unlock. Because it's written also on the one, they can't do anything. And if you want them then to do at their own pace, then you just need to unfollow teacher and then they can move accordingly to what they want to see. Question or I continue?
No, you can continue.
Okay. So this one was, no, it's not this one I want. I stop this one, yeah, with the grid view. So with listening and speaking, teacher is speaking and they are moving the boy. And the other option for speaking, once they understood the sentences, how to make it, I will move the little boy because still they can see it on my screen or they can see it on their screen as well. I can move the little boy and I will tell them, okay, Céline, now tell me where is the boy? So I will ask in French, where is the boy? And they will have to answer using French. Okay, another stuff that the little one loves, it's the hangman. To practice spelling. French is a really complicated language to spell, to write, because most of the letters, we write it, but we don't say it. So to make sure kids start slowly to remember how to spell words correctly, I will do this kind of game. So same, I'm using the tile factory, the first slide I was explaining to you, but instead of words, I'm putting letters. I will put all the letters, the lines, like the famous game Hangman, and kids with the moving tool, they will be able to put the letters in the correct order. And same, once they are done, they know, they just raise the hand and then they will go to the next slide. So this one will be bedroom, the next one will be study room, etc., etc. So this is the correct answer, is what they should do. So it's exactly the same tool that I'm using, the tile factory, but I keep changing for the games. The next one, okay, this one is regarding the furniture. When they understand all the main vocabulary about the room, I start teaching the furniture, because the idea is then they will describe the house. So slowly they need to get more and more vocabulary. And I keep changing, because if I always use the same tool, like moving, they get bored. So in one lesson, I will keep changing. They will use the marker, they will use the text, they will use the cloning, the moving. So this one will be more about the marker. But for you, teacher, I will show you how to make the stickers. I will be asking them, okay, in French, we have, I'm not going to do French lesson, but roughly, we have male and female for words. So students know about the rule, and I will ask them, so if the furniture is a male furniture, you have to circle in blue. If the furniture is a female furniture, you have to circle in pink. So once this is done, sorry, they will have to find again the marker, change the color, and they will circle. The point here for teachers, it's when you have so many lessons to do. Sometimes you don't do one lesson like this lesson. I'm going to use it for a few different classes. The idea is not to go and pick the image from Google every day. You can, if you want, create your own sticker. Those images, you can save it in your whiteboard. How you do, it's quite simple. You bring it first from internet, then you right click, or you use this select tool. You click, for example, I want to do a sticker of the table, or of the chair. Let's do the chair. You click on the chair, and if you see at the bottom, here it's written add to palette. If you click here, so my sticker will be this one, you can see here. The chair will be the future sticker. How to name it? I will recommend you to put, because there is no folder in the sticker palette. So make sure, for me, I will put house or furniture. And then the next row, you can put the name of it, French chaise. And what I will advise is to share with community. Then everyone who is using Whiteboard can also get your sticker. You click create. So your sticker is created. Where to find it? On top here. Can you see this palette? If you click here, two stuff will come. Colors, but I don't need colors for now. What I'm interested in is this one. This one is all the stickers. If you click here, you will have so many categories that they have created already. All of this is the sticker that Whiteboard is having. Your one will be under My Objects. If you click here, you see the chair that I just did? She's here. If you just click, yep, you're getting it. I do one more time, this one. This one is really useful. I don't need to go so many times. And this one is safe. If you do another whiteboard, it will be automatically there. It's not only for this specific whiteboard. It's for all my whiteboard. I do one more time. And I want to show you one stuff that happened to me. If I choose this one, yes, let me show you. Can you see here the text? I will put it on purpose here. The text is close to the lamp. If your text is too close or something is too close, when you do your sticker, it will automatically go inside. Let me show how it looks like. What's happening? Okay, Pawan, my whiteboard is stuck. No, is it my whiteboard or my internet? Wait.
No, it's
okay, I got scared. Okay, let me try with the fridge then. If the text is too close, you click select. We do again, okay? Select the fridge, add to palette. Can you see that the word is starting to be in the picture? So make sure you have enough white around to make sure when you're using your sticker later on, you don't have stuff around. It won't look so nice. So you just move the word, give him some space, yes. And now if you do it, it will be correct. I can't do, okay, I don't know what's happening. I'm doing something wrong.
Maybe you need to refresh, Céline. Can you try refreshing?
Yeah, the issue is I'm really fast with Whiteboard. I'm clicking everywhere sometimes. Yes. Yes. Now it will work. So add to palette. And now if you see, it's fully white around. So I do the same furniture, and this one will be fridge. Create. And it will come, I guess, so here. Yes, can you see now? My fridge is there. So I click and I bring it. Any question?
Yeah,
Yes.
Céline, one question. If someone wants to copy an item from one slide to the other, how do you do that?
Yes. You need to use the Move and Resize tool. This tool, you click on it. You select. For example, I want to copy this fridge. So you see I selected this one, then it's super easy. Control C. You go to the next slide or the previous slide and Control V, and it will come. You just need to select Control C, Control V, and then you put it where you want.
Yeah, and another part of that question was, how do you paste just a small part of an item as well? So there's a crop tool that you can use as well to just select one part of an item if you want, and you can do the same.
This I need help. This one I don't know. How do I select one part?
So if you click on tool, the same
Okay,
red
tool.
tools, and then there is a fourth option.
This one.
Yeah, so there you can draw a box around just that part. Yeah. Yeah, and then you can
cropped or copy.
Copy. You can say copy. Or if you crop it, then it will of course. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, but you have multiple options to do that, and then you can do the same copy paste there.
There's a lot of options to do everything. It's just like the way that you prefer. Like me, I like the select tool here, but you can right click or copy paste the one you just show. It's accordingly to what you're more comfortable with. Some more questions?
Yeah. There's one more question. Does the add to teacher palette only? I think the question is that add to palette only available for teachers or to all the people invited to your board? I think.
This guys is for you. Part one.
Yeah.
On student side, I'm not sure. I guess they can also, but
yeah, if students can create their own palette if they are signed in with Google or their own account, but there's no way for the teacher to share with all the invitees of that class right now.
Yeah, but it's not big deal because if we put the option copy or move, we already give to them the stickers.
That's right.
So I think as teacher, it's good to have the option of created, but students, since the teacher do the lesson, they just copy paste accordingly to what we are putting in the slide. It's easier because if they have to go through the palette, at least for the young one, it will take so long.
Yeah. Another question is about co-teachers. Can we add another teacher to be allowed to view student boards?
Yes, we can. I didn't do it. Wait, I forgot where is it?
Yeah. So
is this one? No.
Yeah, no, you can click on the gear icon.
This one. Okay.
Yes. And then there's a show co-teacher invite. There's a second blue button down there.
Yes. Okay. This one. Should I click or?
Yeah, you can click it. You can click it, and then that shows you the link that you can share with anybody else who you want to join as a co-teacher.
This one I didn't use it yet, but what I do is I copy my full whiteboard. I will show you also this one. It's quite useful. Like when you're working, for me, I'm working with my colleague. We are 2 French teachers. So, and we are teaching both the same class because the group are too big. So instead of me doing my whiteboard and her doing the same whiteboard, you can send the full whiteboard to another teacher and they can use it. Because if you put as co-teacher, if I'm not mistaken, if they do something in the whiteboard, it will also affect my whiteboard, right?
Correct.
Correct. So let me show you, if you want to send your whiteboard to another teacher to use it, it's super easy. You just need to click on this one. Yes. On this icon, the book one, and then send a copy. You click, and this one is the link. You just need to send this link, to the teacher, and she will be, or he will be able to use for his class.
Yeah. Another question is, can the students only watch right now, or they can't hear the teacher, can they?
Me, I use Teams with my students because the school asks us to do Teams. I think you have the option of calling with Whiteboard, no?
That's right. So the teacher can do a one-on-one call with the student, and or they can also do a video session with the students. But we recommend most people to use Teams or Zoom or Google Meet or WebEx, because that's they are better at doing the video part. So, but you can definitely use a whiteboard video just as in case of emergencies.
But yeah, we are doing like we are doing right now. At least for me as a teacher, I do this. I call with Zoom or with Teams like we are doing now. And the whiteboard is working well. They just need to be on the, click on the link and it's all perfect.
Yeah.
There is a chat option. I didn't put it, but I can show later at the end if you want. You can chat on this whiteboard and it's quite good. You have few options.
Yeah, and there's also this, again, going back to the co-teacher part, so someone asked a question, is there also a co-teacher under the avatar? So if you click on the avatars,
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, so out here, if you have someone who's already on join your board, you can also make them a teacher by using one of those buttons.
Yes.
So that's right. So the person who asked that question, you're right. There's also this option, but they would need to already join your board, and then you can make them a teacher. With the co-teacher link, then they can directly use that and join as a teacher as well. So you have both options.
Yeah, because this one, you see, I enter also as a student. So I didn't make Céline student as a teacher, but if I want to switch it, I can. I just need to click here, make teacher. Or undo. It's possible.
Okay, I think you can keep going now. Yeah.
Okay, next option, same. It's another listening activity. Now with the furniture, I will be doing my sentence much more complicated, saying in the bedroom, there are 2 fridges. Then in French, meaning I will be using rooms, numbers, and furniture. But it's just by listening. And again, they have to use the select tool and move the furniture. Kids, they love this one. Moving the object in the whiteboard, they're a big fan of it. This is one example. And other example, what do I have? This one. This one, same. Again, it's still about the house, but keep changing the slide to make sure students don't get bored with the same slide again and again. This one is reading and listening. So I changed the image. We have learned animals before, so I will put some animals here. Those animals, you can find it in the stickers palette itself. This one are not mine. This one is whiteboard one. How can you bring those stickers? Same again. You go to palette, and if you want animals, you just click here and you have to look for animals, which are here. Animals, and you have so many. So you just select the one that you need. If you want a cat, you just bring. If you want tiger, etc., etc. You can resize the animals. Let me show you. This tool is really important also to move and resize. Click here, click on the animal. You can make it bigger, smaller. And if you see this one has a circle around, this one is just to rotate if you need. This about the sticker. And for the student, what I will be doing, I will be writing a sentence. So, okay, let me say it in English. The dog is in the living room on top of the sofa. So by reading, they will know, okay, orange is the animal. Green, I will tell them, green is the living room. Blue is the furniture. And the word I put in yellow is because we have learned previous lesson is the preposition. They will need to read the full sentence and they will be able to place the furniture. And this I'm doing with my really young one, like the year 1 and year 2. So 5, 6 years old, they are able to do this one, moving and understanding. So don't be scared. They are super, super smart with Whiteboard. And same option. It can be reading lesson or it can be listening. Instead of writing the sentence, I can just say it. and they will be moving all the animals accordingly. Any question for primary?
No, we're good so far.
Primary lesson? Okay. Next one is secondary, because if I do the same lesson as the primary one, my secondary will be like, oh, we are not baby, make it a bit more teenager class. So I'm using exactly the same tool, it's just how it looks like, it's a bit different. So same again, reading, listening, writing and speaking. To change a bit, I use about food. Let me show you what I do for secondary. So same, you need to practice for vocabulary. So same, I use exactly the same tool. You put all the image that you want, and then tile factory the word, and you ask them, move the words accordingly to the correct French translation. So some are really easy because they are really similar to English. But when it's a bit more complicated, then they have to think a bit more. So they will be able to move. But be careful when, as a teacher, when you move, what I did right now, I just move some. So meaning this also move to the student. What you are doing on your whiteboard as teacher, it's moving automatically, or writing or typing automatically in the student one. So if you don't want this to happen, and you just want to comment on the student whiteboard, okay, by one, I will go to your whiteboard. Let me show you if you go to a student whiteboard. Okay, I will do this one. Slide 14. The black one here, this one is a student. It's me as a student. I will show you how it looks like. Okay. If I move this one, you see it's moving automatically on the student, and they can't do much on it. But if I want to move only about this student, you need to go to the whiteboard of the student and then correct or move or write what you want. Because if I write on my whiteboard, every student will see it. So when you do correction, it might be better to just do it on the student whiteboard. Then I can do, if I move on this whiteboard, then it's not moving on anyone else's whiteboard, only this specific student. I think your question will be, how do I go to the student whiteboard? It's super easy. You see, let me put it bigger. As a teacher, there is two options. Sometimes when students need help, they will just raise your hand.
You got homework from
Tell me.
Jackie Gates.
Hello? Okay.
It's okay, I just muted them.
Okay. So as a student, you can raise your hand. Okay, either you finish or you have question. If they raise their hand, automatically as a teacher, can you see here under the raise hand button, I will see, oh, Céline is done. You can click here automatically, and I will see Céline's whiteboard. This is one option. If they raise their hand, you can just see the name and click. Or the second option is you can just go to the grid view, and then you can see all the students. And same, okay, I want to check Céline's whiteboard. You just click. You can showcase, so then everyone will be seeing it, or you can join. So it's exactly the same. Now, can you see on top? I know that I'm on, yeah, I should have not put my name, someone else's name, but I'm on Céline's whiteboard. So everything I will do here, only Céline as a student will be able to see it. When I'm done, if I want to go back to my teacher one, can you see at the bottom here? Go to instructor. This one is my whiteboard. And how you will know? Earlier I was telling you on top it was written Céline, right? Now there is no more name. This one is my whiteboard. Can you see instructor board? If you go to student, it's different. Let me show you again. Can you see student board? And you have the name here, Céline. So make sure when you do correction or when you want to do something on your own whiteboard, you're on the correct one. So if I do something here, only Céline will be able to see. If I do something in my whiteboard, the instructor board, then everyone will be able to see. Is this part clear for teachers? Any question?
No, no questions.
No? Wow, good. Okay, I think I have 2 or 3 more slides. For teachers, I don't know if you're teaching at JCSE, but for my school, we do. You can also bring the JCSE paper directly in the whiteboard, and they can do it automatically. So I just copy paste some JCSE paper, and then they can just do. You can do slide 1, slide 2. They can use marker, they can use text. The older ones are really comfortable with whiteboard. You don't need to explain much. It's really easy. So you can bring any image that you want. And another stuff that I like for secondary is the text box. What is text box? Let me show you with this one. For example, I want the students to type the correct word in each box. But I don't want to correct student one by one. You have the option of setting already the answer. So student will be typing, and then you can click and they will get the correction automatically. So let me show you how this it works. Those box, how to create it, you need to go to Tools, Text box. For example, I do my box here. Okay, and then select to put the setting. I've done my box. Now I want to put the setting. Okay, the answer for this box will be this, and 1 or 2 points for this answer, or 0 points, is up to you. How to do the setting, once again, is the select tool or the right click. This. Wait. I always get this issue. Wait, let me do again.
Do right click, Céline. It's easier without the tool.
Okay. Correct. Thank you. Okay, right click, it's easier then. Then you have the first one, add answers and point. So you can put, I don't know, if for this answer I want 1 point or 2 points, it's up to you. You decide how many. And for the answer, I want the answer to be, okay, the first one was mange des, okay. I want the answer to be cereal. Then I just click save. So you don't see anything here, but in the setting, I put that the word that student should put here is cereal. The next one, let's do, yeah, I'm putting French, but it's easier for me. The next one, 2 points as well, and it should be orange. The answer should be orange. So for each box, I already did it. For each box, I put the answer already, I set up. Students will have to type. And later on, if I want to double check if they are right or not, you have the option of auto correction. Where is the auto correction? On the 3 dots. Yes, correct. On the 3 dots here, near the avatar, you have 3 dots. Once all the students are done, you can click auto correct all boards. Right now, I don't have students, but if you click here, it will automatically correct the students. And can I show on this one? I didn't type, okay. It will happen, how to explain? Should I, wait. I think better if I show you exactly how it looks like, easier for you to understand. Let me do a teacher and student one. Okay. Okay, I do again. In this box, I want the word to be who is in my whiteboard? Okay, 1 point and jus d'orange. Can you see as a teacher, I already put in that box, it should be 1 point and jus d'orange. So as a student, this one is my student board. They can type. So jus d'orange. As a teacher, when I do the correction, the 3 dots, autocorrect all boards. Since I did once, I'm not sure. Ah, can you see? This one is telling me, okay, 0, because I didn't put answers on this one. So 0, this one I'm right. So that's why it's 1, 1. The others I didn't put answer, that's why I get 0. But if you put answers, it will tell you automatically, right or wrong. I think better when you see both. Any question regarding this one, the text, the autocorrection?
Yeah, no question about the autocorrection. There's a separate question about just the page layout. So is it possible to have the layout of the board to be A4 size, like the 8.5 by 11 for longer passages?
There is something, wait, let me find. Ah, here, yes. Okay, you can use the setting here on top, near your avatar. You click here and you have options for the size. Then you just select the size that you need. But if I'm not mistaken, it's each user who has to select the correct size. As teacher, if I use this one or iPad, I don't think it's automatically changing for all the students. It's by one?
Yes,
Can
it
you
does.
confirm on this?
It should.
It changes for the whole class. So
For the whole class? Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think
then it's good.
Yeah, one thing just to answer that, add to your answer is that the A4 size that we have right now, it is still in landscape mode, and
no, sir, it's actually not.
It's in portrait mode already.
It's portrait.
Okay,
so
good, awesome.
So it comes as 8 by 5 by 11. So if you print it out, it'll take the whole page as a copy. It's used by another teacher in Malaysia who use it for exam papers. So they can actually upload exam papers and the kids can write on it and print it out.
You can do everything with Whiteboard. So, and once this is done, don't forget to save. I was not doing this before. So when you change anything here, please click on save. If you don't click, then it won't come. This one, other question or I continue? I think I have one or two more, then I'm done. And I will.
There's one more question about, is there a timer that students can see on their boards?
I know this timer. I don't know if we have another one.
Yeah, I think that's the right.
Is the one, right? Okay. On top here, but I didn't use it, so I might need your help to explain this one. Okay, on top here you have a timer. Instant start for all participants. Expired at and per student. Yeah, you just need to do the setting here.
Yeah, just say 5 minutes and press start. Yeah.
I just put 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then they have the timer, which also appear on the student one, I'm sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Can you see? It's also here.
Yeah, and if you want to just end the timer, you can just click on that clock icon there and it'll close it. Yeah.
This one? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and there's one question about the autocorrection. So the text box, is that only on the teacher's board or how does that work? Can you explain that a little bit better?
I don't know on the student board. I guess they have everything that we do have.
That's right.
Yeah, they have also. To be honest, what teacher is having, student is having as well. It's exactly the same so far. It's just the control of it. Like correction and all, if we decide this is the setting and they enter as a student, then they won't have much option to edit what we have done, but the tools are the same.
There's one question about downloading the board. So do you want to talk about that, Céline?
I can show. Okay, on this bar, you can see this one, the cloud, download. Then you have some students are having the same. They can also download their own whiteboard. You can download board, only this page, all class, single page, because as a teacher, you can also get all the student whiteboard, the whole class, etc. You have all, and you just need to click. And now you have to wait because I click, so it's doing automatically. Wait a second. Page by page. So for them, it's good also. They have the lesson already made. They don't need to take note and write anything. Everything is in the whiteboard. I shouldn't have clicked, right? It's taking some time. It's just page by page. You need to wait a bit. Okay, it will be done soon. Any other question at the same time?
Yes, there's a question about the manage boards. So are you going to go over that as well?
Manage board, what do you mean?
The manage board section. So if you see the section which is just below the refresh icon.
Where you save your board setting. Do you know?
Uh-huh. You want me to explain this one?
No, the third icon from the top where you can see all your classes.
One above.
Ah, okay. All my boards.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you see, once I've done the downloading, you will just open it and you have all the whiteboard slides. Can you see? So for now, it's not much stuff because we didn't practice, but everything is there as a PDF. Okay, managing board. Let me show you. Okay, when you log in with any email address, if you log in, then it's easier for you. All your whiteboard will be saved. If you don't log in, you will have issue to save and find back all the whiteboard that you have done. Once you log in, you will have access to this one, manage board, the third icon here. If you click here, you will see I have all my whiteboards there. Okay, for example, for my year 1, I will have all the lessons that I'm planning to do or I've done with them recently here. So once you open the folder, for example, I want to open, okay, let's do the house, the same one. Year 1, click on the eyes here. And it will open automatically the lesson. It's coming. Wait a bit. Ah, I know what's happening. Wait. It's too old, I guess. It's getting expired. Let me find another one. This one. Okay, body part. Okay, so this one is about body parts. And same, can you see this one I've been using with my student? On top here, the students still in, if I can say, they still have access with the same link. I can still see what they have done. So it's not only using during class. If you want to have a look later on or give them homework, they still have access. Even if you're not in, students still have access, you still have access, and you can correct. Should I explain? Yeah, let me explain a bit more about this one.
Yeah, the specific question about manage board was how do you create the folders and organize your boards?
Yeah, okay. So once you open the manage board, you have on top here, add folder. Just need to click and you type what you want. Webinar. Don't forget to enter. All the time you type something in this one, you enter. Then it will be created. So I have my folder and you just put. When you create directly the whiteboard, they will come here. Then you just need to drag, okay, this one, I want to move it in the folder itself. So now it's under the folder webinar. You can rename as well. Can you see on top as well is written rename? You just need to click and you rename it. And enter. To view it, the eye, to download, to delete it, this icon. This icon, it's Pawan, you will have to help me on this one. The whiteboard is expiring after 1 month, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, whiteboard will expire automatically after 2 weeks if you don't renew it. So meaning if you want to keep your whiteboard in here, you need to click on that clock. Look at the date here, it will change automatically. If I click, but it's today's one.
No, it's
it will do. Yeah. Can you see now it's until 1st May. You just need to click on this clock and automatically it will the date will change. If you don't do it, meaning 1st May, this whiteboard will disappear, will get cancelled automatically, delete. Some more question regarding the managing one?
Yeah, so there's a question about the expiry. Do you mean the teachers' boards will expire or the students' work boards will expire?
Both
Yeah.
sides. Both sides. That's why you have the download option also. Because no point of keeping so many whiteboard because it's too heavy after for whiteboard. If you keep whiteboard for months and you don't use it, better you just download as PDF and just keep it.
Can you show how to download for the next year? Do you know how to do that, Céline? Download.
No, I didn't think of it yet. No, but if you tell me, I can show.
Okay, so if you go back to the board that you were using, so if you click the manage book,
Mhm.
you can say export board. There's the second last one. There you go. So if you click that, it'll export it in a format that Whiteboard understands. Right.
Oh.
So you can say save like local copy. Let's say save local copy.
Okay.
And then you can save it on your computer, or you can save it on Google Drive or wherever else you want to. And then at later stage, you can upload it to Whiteboard if you want to reuse it again.
I learned something today. Good. This is so cool then, because then next year, if I have to do also online, it's done already. Yeah, this is super good.
Yeah, and so there's a related question, how do we import it back? So there are a couple of ways to do it. The same place that you did the export, it also has an import option. That's one thing to note about the import is when you import from your local file there, it won't immediately bring up the board here on your whiteboard. It'll go into your manage boards page. So you have to go there and then go to that board. And then on the manage boards section also, there's a button there, a hamburger icon there that also has an import option there. So if you go to the manage board, I can show that.
Let me give it a try.
Yeah, so if you navigate to the manage
So
board,
I import it, right? Import.
yeah, you can import.
I click on it.
Yeah, so it says import and says it will be available in your manage board. So now
I go back to my manage board.
Yeah, and you should have another copy of that board there.
Okay. Yes, correct, here.
Right, and so there's right next to the filter files, you see there's another button up there near the filter. The left of the filter, yes. If you click that, yeah, there is also an import option there as well.
Oh, okay.
So it does the same. It does the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is super good. I'm done for today, and almost.
Yeah,
Do you have more questions?
No, I think we've caught up on all the questions. Yes, I think we're good.
Yeah. Should I share the link for teachers to have a look if they want?
Yeah.
I didn't even show you how to share the link with your students. I will put you, as a student. On top here, you have the option invite. You just need to click invite. You have few options. Me, I always use the link, this one. But you have the QR code, you have Discord, Classroom, or Teams. But I feel this one is the best. Chat. I will need help with Zoom. Where is the chat? I'm not able to find back the chat. I have issue when I share my screen.
Do you if you move your cursor to the top, I think you can see the Zoom option. Maybe it's just
there is no text. I have new sharing participant mute control. More. No, I have. Sorry. Okay. The first link I've sent is the one I was explaining earlier about how I teach my students how to use Whiteboard with the marker, the moving tool, etc. The second link that I'm going to put, it's some example of my lessons.
Another quick shortcut.
Yeah, no problem.
Another quick shortcut for you, Céline, is that if you want to copy the invite URL, you can also click on the top left. You see the Whiteboard.chat. Chat is written, right? There's a classroom code there. And and then the link, if you click on that, it copies the link.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm learning so many stuff. You see, there's so many ways of doing one stuff. You can click here, you can do here. Yes. Any other question? You want me to show one more step?
Yeah, just one. I think there's a question about multiple students working on one board. It's about a group board. Do you
Yeah,
do that?
this is possible also. Okay. Same on the avatar again. You have the option here, create group board. So if students are already inside, this one I've done only one, so I might need help. Here you need to put the name of the group. So I will do group 1, 2, 3, 4. You just put 1 or any name, color or what you want. 2, 3, 4. This one you can pre-create in advance because sometimes you may need to decide, okay, I want this student and this student and this student in group 1. Or I click too fast. Or you can auto-create. If I click on auto-create, it will do automatically, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah.
It puts the students at random in 2 different groups. So you can say I want 3 students in each group, and you can specify the number.
Okay, why I click fast, it's because if now you try to click on the link that I send in the chat, instead of just asking your name as student, they will ask you also which group. So what I do with my student, I will, before I give them the link, I will already create the group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I will tell them, okay, you and you are group 1. This student, this student, this student, group 2. So when they log in, automatically they will get directed to the group that they want to be in. Why I do this? Because you never know who will be absent. So if I prepare the group in advance and some are absent, then I have problem. I have to redo. But you can, if you want, create it automatically. One, I will need your help on this one because I don't do this one. You can select the student here.
So now, can you cancel this first?
Yes, I can cancel.
Okay, let's try that one more time. Can you click the avatar menu?
Wait, I can see people are coming. No, my whiteboard. Yes, okay.
And then just delete these. Oh, well, now you cannot. Okay, never mind.
It's okay. They will get kicked out, I guess, but it's okay, just to show.
Okay, and then click the create group board. And then you can pick on the bottom one, say how many people, which group they want to belong to. Right?
Yeah, can you see the students who are already in my whiteboard are listed here? So I can choose these 3. You click here.
And then give it a name at the bottom. No, on the bottom.
Yeah, and I can call a red group maybe.
Right.
Create group. And those that I've selected, if I'm not mistaken, on top of their whiteboard, on top there, it should be written that they are in the red group, right?
That's right.
Yeah. And then they will see these 3 students that are teachers now that I put together. If you check now on your whiteboard itself, you will see 3 persons moving on the same page.
Okay.
So
and then so one question about the group board again was that within a group board, can the teacher find out who added what item or who wrote what?
Yes. Wait. Let me try to go.
You can go back to the group, the same group place, Céline, and click the red, the eye icon right next to the red. Oh, we have to do single view on the bottom.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'm in the group. Okay, so group red, can you type something, slide 2, for example? I'm not sure who is in the group yet.
You can go to group 1. I'm on group 1. So
you're in group 1? Okay, let me group 1. Group 1. Okay, so is it the select tool or it's the other one?
Yeah, the select tool. At the bottom, you can see.
Yes, can you see? Yeah, so I know that this one has been made by the student. So to know who did it, you just need to click on the select tool or right click, I guess, again. Yes, and at the bottom, can you see? Last update, Pawan. So I will know who did this one. This is the good advantage. You can see who is working, who is not working. Slide 1 also on the whiteboard. Sorry, the one Laurie did this one. Pawan deleted.
Yeah, and you cannot delete each other's work either, right? So I cannot erase Laurie's work even on a group board.
Yeah, everyone has his own work, can't delete.
And could you talk a little bit about the chat functionality in the group as well?
Okay, chat, it has been a long time. Wait, chat is icon as well? Yes. Okay. You need to go to the avatar, create chat. Okay. Can you see now at the bottom here? Before I was having only this rectangle. Now I have the chat option, this circle. If you click there, okay, you see here, everyone in this board will be getting the message that I will type. So if I'm typing bonjour and I enter, everyone will get my message. But if you want to send it only for a specific student, you can choose. I want to send only to Cecilia. You save. Everything that you will be typing will be only sent, to Cecilia and not to everyone. A stuff that is really, really good, teacher can message everyone, but student, when they reply, only teacher can see. So this is really good for answer, or for when you ask a question and you don't want the other student to copy, you can use the chat box and only you as a teacher can see the answers.
So just one clarification. So even when the students are in a group and they send a chat message, can the group see it or can only the teacher see it?
This I don't know. This is for you guys. I don't know.
Yeah, only the group sees it and the teacher gets a copy too. So the students can chat with each other in the groups that they are assigned to, but the teacher also gets a copy. So if wherever they are, but the rest of the class doesn't see it.
That's correct. Yeah.
And another stuff that I didn't use, but I feel it's really useful, and this one you will have to help. I know that we can chat in different languages. Like I can write in French and it will go in English to you, or I can write in Mandarin or any language and it will automatically translate. Maybe we can show this one, but you have to help me. This one I didn't use.
So
I know you have the options.
Click the 3 dots menu on the top, Céline, here, and say chat language. You see the
chat language, yes.
Yeah, select that, and then select instead of default, to select the language that you're comfortable with.
Okay, so for me it's French.
Okay, so now you have.
Yeah, if I type in French.
No, now if I type something, it'll translate automatically for you.
Can you see? Yeah, so you ask, hello, how are you? And you automatically translate to me in French. So this is, at least for my school, this is really useful for new students, like foreigner students. When they join the school, some of them, they don't really speak English. So, and I don't speak Korean or I don't speak Japanese. So this is quite useful when you need to chat with students who don't really understand at the beginning English.
Another question about the group chat. Can the group chat be initiated by the students, or does the teacher have to initiate it?
The teacher needs to initiate it.
I wanted to say, but I was not sure.
Céline doesn't use chat. So.
Anything else?
So sorry, the teacher needs to initiate the chat, enable chat for the classroom. Once the teacher initiates the chat or allows the chat for the classroom, then the groups can chat with each other. So you don't have to go to each group and enable chat. You just have to do it for the class.
Mm-hmm. And students can't chat with each other if they are not in group. Huh? It's like really separate. It's only teacher-student. It's not student-student. Which is good.
Is there a voice recognition and transcription feature?
You're asking me too much question. I think so, but are you doing a test on me? And by the way, I forgot to show something for language teacher, which is really good. I will show the audio. I will show after. Pawan, can you answer for this
Yeah,
one?
yeah,
If we
there
speak?
is a voice to text and translation option built in. You'll have to enable it.
Where-
In the gear menu, if you click the gear menu, then say enable speech to text. Do you see that?
Mhm.
And then say save. And then now if you put a text box, Celine, can you put a text box somewhere?
I can do in the group board, right?
Yeah, you can do it anywhere. So you can
Okay.
select which language. So instead of if she speaks French, and can you pick the other one as well?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, don't type. So click English maybe.
English.
Okay.
Yeah, I think.
And then press the mic button next to. Now you can talk in French.
Okay. Bonjour, je m'appelle Céline. Yeah, it's working.
And then close it and hit close. So
This
you
is
see,
it.
it actually translates as well to the other language.
This one. And one more stuff I just realized I forgot to do. For language, I like the option of adding audio in our slide. You know, when you do the class, for example, I will teach colors. The stuff, it's students can have access to the whiteboard at home and have a look for homework, etc. But they won't have the teacher to be able to pronounce it again. So what I will do, I will add an audio also on the same slide. For example, for the slide 3, sorry. We were doing the house, the rooms. If I want the students to be able to listen again and pronounce correctly, instead of just trying to read and find the pronunciation, you can add an audio itself here. Where is it? It's with the camera icon. You have two options. The one for the audio is the last one, the add webcam video audio. If you click here, you will get this window. So I will name it La Chambre, because I will say this word, and you just record. So, La Chambre. And if you save it, you see, it will come automatically. So what I do, I will do some slide where the student can also listen to what I'm saying. Because I know that for language, at least, or you can be also exercise, like listening exercise. You speak in French and they have to move exactly what I was showing to you earlier. Instead of me being in the call with them, I can assign, I can speak and they have to listen and do the exercise as homework. You have both options. Any other question?
Yes, one more question to test you.
I didn't use Whiteboard for 2 weeks, okay? So
can you
okay.
please show Immersive Reader as well?
This one I didn't use it.
Okay, you know, all that you need to do, can you select that learning objective? Just select
Yes.
just select that text. Yeah, double click that or
wait.
You're on the group. You're on the group board.
Yeah, you can select any
I
text.
pick any. I pick any.
Yeah,
okay, I pick
any
this
text. So yeah, double click on that so you can get the menu option.
Or right click.
Or right click any.
Right click or double click?
Yeah, right click is easier. Yeah, and then you can right in the middle you see the read an immersive reader, a little further down, that one. Yeah, if you click that, then it opens up the Microsoft Immersive Reader, which you can use to do many things. You can play the text, which of course it will speak about the text that you see up there, and so if you click play, then it reads it. Of course, we might not hear it because she has her headphones on. But this has many other options in terms of grammar and things like that as well. So if you click on the icon, which is right in the middle there, yeah, grammar options. So it can do highlighting of nouns, verbs, proverbs. And I believe there's a translation option here as well. If you click on the book, yeah, and then if you say choose a language, yeah, so it can do some, yeah, it can do some translation here as well. I think you have to enable document, and then that works. So there's a document switch down there, last one. Yeah, If you turn that on, so that they can do that as well. So so right now we did a very simple reader thing where we just selected very simple text, but it works on PDF documents. You can also edit the immersive text on any item as well. So any object you can add it. So if you go to your board again, click on the arrow down there. Sorry, yeah, arrow exactly there. And so if you maybe go to the next slide and pick an image, for example.
Okay, can I use this one? The text is an image, this one.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can.
I click this one.
So if you select that one now, since that particular image happens to looks like it's a scanned image, so you
it's
may
a
need,
screenshot, so
yeah,
it might
so
not work, right?
you may so what you can do in that case, you just right click that one and go to edit immersive reader text. Yeah, edit immersive reader. So here now, if you type in the text here, that's the text that it will use for the immersive reader. So you can annotate any object. It doesn't just need to be the text objects only. So if you have a picture of a boy or a girl or anything, you can even add some text there and then have it read it out.
Okay. So then if the students are clicking, yeah, they will see what I've typed.
Yeah.
But this, I won't use it because then it's too easy to do French for them. They will ask this to translate. So I won't show them this one. Any other question?
Is there a way to change the color of a text box that pops up? I had a dark image background, but I had used it for a slide and tried to type in white and lost it. So let me maybe condense it. So
wait, I'm not sure.
Yeah, so if you
change
select,
the color when it's done. Sorry.
Yeah, so if you pick a color before you put the text box, then you'll get the color of the text box. Can be controlled like that. But I think once you add the text box, then you probably need to redo that text box to change the color.
Yeah, it's what I will tell my student. Before you go to the physical whiteboard, you always take the marker color that you want. So it's the same with this one. You need to choose the color first, then you can do what you want, typing, writing, drawing. So it's like at school, take the correct color, then you can start your work.
Yep. And there's another question about what is an image of a PDF. So PDF documents, I mean, real quick, PDF documents, you can either have embedded actual text or it can just be an image. So that's what I meant by image of a PDF. So if you have a PDF which has embedded text in it, then that's what is easily readable. Can I set the size of textbook?
Hey, Sid, have you stopped the recording?
Yeah, I think I was going to just see if I should do that. So let me stop the recording and we can continue with the Q&A.
Yeah.